Hello, my name is Stephanie, and we're going to come to our mats in a 30-minute gentle flow, just checking out and checking in with your body. Coming into that child's pose, toes touching, knees out to the side, and it is the practice of once your forehead comes down to that mat, nothing else matters. It is a date with yourself, checking in with your body and that breath, taking in a deep inhale, filling up your bellies, not just your chest. And sigh that breath out loud your mouth, let go. Taking in another deep inhale. And sigh that breath out loud your mouth. Locking down your throat, that Ujjayi breath. Taking that deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. So finding the rhythm and pattern of your breath, locking down the rest of your bandhas, the pelvic floor. And it draws your floating ribcage upwards. Now let awareness is to the inside of our bodies, and just taking 2 more breaths here. Inhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, igniting through those palms, curling up over those toes, drawing your knees together, bringing that seat to your feet, coming all the way up. Drawing yourself all the way up, take those fingertips down to your mat, inhale, rise. And then exhale your palms to your heart center, closing your eyes here, setting your intention for your practice. Why do you come to the mat? To honor your body, taking your palms to your forehead, sealing your practice. And then back down to your heart center. On your next inhale, blinking those eyes open, crawling back out to that tabletop, going into those cow-cats. On inhale, going into your cow, roll up the stomach, kiss the sky. And then exhale into your cat. So flowing with your breath and movement, not my cues. Inhaling into your cow, and exhaling into that cat. Two more cow cats. Just simply come into your tabletop when you're done. On your next inhale, just taking your head to the right with your seat, stretching out that left side. Inhale and exhale. One last deep inhale and exhale. Inhale back to the center, and then exhale to the opposite side. Inhale and exhale. One last deep inhale and exhale. Inhale back into your heart center and exhale. You can stay in this tabletop for your threading of the needle. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can take that right leg or left leg out to the side. On that next inhale, take that right palm gaze up to the sky. And then exhale, scooping under, creating those peace fingers with that right palm, trying to grab that left big toe. Again, not forcing anything. Taking that left palm and getting that bind, reaching for that right thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Taking 3 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, releasing that left palm back to the top of your mat. And just simply exhale. Inhale, sliding that right palm gaze back to the sky. And then exhale back down to your mat, bringing that left knee under, coming back into your tabletop, preparing for the opposite side. Remember, you can keep that right leg there, take it out to the side. So on that next inhale, taking that left palm gaze up to the sky, reaching through your fingertips. Scooping under on that exhale, creating those peace fingers, coming down onto that left shoulder, maybe grabbing those big toes. Maybe taking that right palm, going for that bind, reaching for that left thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Taking 3 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last inhale. And exhale. On that next inhale, releasing that right palm if you went for that bind back to the top of your mat. And exhale. Inhale, slide that left palm gaze back at the sky, reaching through your fingertips. And then exhale back down onto your mat, bringing that right knee in, coming back into your tabletop. On your next inhale, taking out that right leg. Your hips are square to that mat, point to your toes. And then exhale, crunch it in, pushing through your palms, arching your spine, try to get that knee nose. Inhale all the way back out. Exhale, bring that in. Knee to nose. Inhale all the way back out. Exhale, bring that in. Inhale all the way back out. And then exhale, bring that knee back down onto your mat. On your next inhale, take that left foot out. Make sure those hips are square to your mat. And then point through your toes. And then exhale, bring that in. Knee to nose. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, bring that in. Inhale out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale all the way back up. And then exhale, bring that down to your mat. On your next inhale, curling up over your toes, coming into a downward dog. Coming into your downward dog. Take that gaze in between your legs and bend one knee into the other. Taking one last deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, walk those palms back towards your torso. Come into that ragdoll. Just swaying from side to side. Taking 2 more breaths here. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring that ragdoll to a still, releasing into your palms into your mat and crawling back out into your downward dog. And then fully push back into your downward dog. On your next inhale, coming up on those tippy toes, taking that right leg up into the sky. And then exhale back down to your mat. And then push that torso back towards your thighs. Coming right back up. Inhale, taking that left leg up to the sky. Exhale back down to your mat. And then push back. Torso to thigh connection. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Taking that right leg up in the sky on that inhale. And then exhale, bring that back down to your mat. And then push back. Inhale, taking that left leg up into the sky. And then exhale back down to your mat. And then push back. Inhale, coming up into that downward dog. Fully push back into that downward dog. And then on that next inhale, drop down to your knees. Keep those palms at the top of your mat by your chest. You're going to lower yourself down to that mat. On top of those toes. Inhale, rise to a baby cobra. Just rolling back those shoulders, using those back muscles, not those palms. Don't push to your palms. Exhale back down to your mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale back down to your mat. One more time. Inhale, rise to that baby cobra. And then exhale back down to your mat, preparing for that full cobra. Inhale, rise. And then exhale with your breath back down to your mat. On that next inhale, we're going to release our palms out in front of us. Chin back down to your mat on the inhale, taking that right leg up and that left palm. Reach through those left fingertips, pointing to those right toes. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. One last deep inhale, and exhale. Inhale, slowly lower yourself back down to that mat. Inhale, that left leg and that right palm, pointing to those toes, reaching to your fingertips. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One last deep inhale, and exhale. Inhale slowly. Lower yourself back down to that mat. One more time on each side. Inhale, rise. Right leg, left palm. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale slowly. Lower yourself back down to your mat. Inhale. Right palm, left leg. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale slowly. Lower yourself back down to your mat. On that next inhale, we're going to draw our palms back beside or behind us. Face down, bringing those legs together, pointing to your toes. Inhale to a baby locust. Leaving those palms in your mat, just rolling those shoulders back. Trying to take that gaze up to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lower yourself down to the mat. Right ear and melt into your mat. Just take 2 breaths here. Inhale back, your chin into center. Preparing for a half lotus. On that next inhale, rising, rolling those shoulders back, reaching through your fingertips, taking that gaze up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. On that inhale, we're going to slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Left ear, melt into your mat, release into your mat. Taking 2 breaths here. Inhale, back into center. Coming into full locust. On that next inhale. Roll those shoulders back, taking those feet and reaching to those toes and your fingertips. And coming into your locust. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale slowly, melt into your mat. Right here. And just taking 2 breaths here. Inhale back into your heart center, the chin to your mat. Coming into a floor bow. Bending those feet to your seat, reaching back and grabbing that ankle. Taking those knees back together. Hiya. Taking that chin down the mat. On that next inhale, you're going to kick into your palms, rounding out your spine. And coming into your wheel, your floor wheel. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale slowly. Lower yourself and release yourself into that mat. Taking your left ear down. 2 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, taking your chin back into your mat. Placing those palms by your chest. Pushing up to that tabletop. And then push back into a closed leg, child's pose, bringing those knees together. Seat to your feet, palms to the top of your mat. If you want to counter pose what we just did, release those palms back towards your heels, coming into that reverse rabbit. Coming back up onto the top of the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last breath. On your next inhale, slowly coming out of your reverse rabbit, releasing those seat to your feet. Palms back to the top of your mat. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, igniting through your palms, walking them back towards your torso, taking your feet out to that right side, bringing that seat to your mat. Take those legs all the way up in front of you, flexing through your feet, drawing yourself up. On your next inhale, hinging from your waist with that right palm, grabbing that left foot, rising up. And then exhale, twist from your waist, taking that left palm, gaze behind you. Reaching through those fingertips, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last inhale. And exhale. Inhale, take your head, your gaze back to center first. Protect that spine. And then untwisting, releasing that left leg back down to your mat. On your next inhale, hinging from that waist, taking that left palm to that right foot, drawing yourself up. And then on that exhale, twist from your waist, taking that right palm, gaze behind you. Reaching through those fingertips. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take one last breath here. And exhale. Inhale. Take your head back to center first, and untwisting that body, releasing that right foot down to our mat. On your next inhale, come to that staff pose. Place your palms to that mat, lengthen through your spine. You don't want to be dumping into it. Those bonds are engaged. Inhale that right leg up to the sky. Exhale. Only going as far as your body will allow. Having that energy come through your heel. And then taking one last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release that right leg back down to your mat. Coming fully into that staff pose. Exhale. And then inhale that left leg up in the sky. Only going as far as your body will allow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take one last breath. And exhale. Releasing that left leg back down to your mat. Fully coming back to that staff pose. On the next inhale. Rise to that right leg. Taking that right palm, just drawing that right leg in. You can use your left, but don't slouch it to your spine. You're lengthening your spine, and you're only taking that leg in as far as your body will allow. You don't want to compromise your foundation. Still leave that palm. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. We inhale, lower that right leg back down to your mat, coming all the way back up into your staff pose. And exhale. Inhale that left leg up. Maybe reach with that left palm, bringing that in. You can grab your other palm. Make sure you're not going side to side, and you're just bringing that leg in. Lengthening still through that spine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release that left leg back down to your mat. We're coming back into that staff pose. And then on that next inhale, draw those knees into your chest, coming into your boat, lengthen through your spine, and stay with that breath. You can also extend your legs in your boat. You can grab onto your legs, bring them in. You come into your boat. Taking 4 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, draw those feet as close as you can get them into your torso, round out your spine. Take that forehead down to your knees, wrapping your arms around your legs. And breathe, taking 2 breaths here in your ball of energy. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slowly coming out of your ball. We're going to lower ourselves down to that mat. You know, always use your palm to get down to that mat. Just coming down to your mat. Take those knees, draw them into your chest, flexing through your feet, wrapping your arms around your legs, and creating a ball of energy. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Taking in 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. On that next inhale, we're going to come to that waterfall, so releasing those feet up to the sky. Palms face down by your side. So it's like you're stepping onto that sky, and then taking 3 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. Stay here if you struggle here. If you would like to try a shoulder stand, you press your palms, letting that seat up off your mat, release those palms, that lower spine, and then walking those elbows in. And try to get them in as close as you can. Coming all the way up. Or stay in your waterfall and take those breaths. And point your toes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Taking 1 last deep inhale. Exhale. Maybe inhale, coming into your plow, releasing those toes to the top of your mat. Take those palms, you can leave them behind your back, your lower back, or place them down by your side. And taking 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bend those knees on the opposite side of your ears. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming out of your plow, we try to slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming back and meeting into that waterfall. And just take 1 last deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, bend those knees, bring them into your chest, flex your feet, wrap your arms around your legs. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On that next inhale, we're going to come releasing that left foot into your mat for that reverse pigeon. Taking and inhaling that left knee. Drawing, clasping your palms behind that left knee, flexing through both feet. You feel that here, you go no further. Maybe you exhale, draw that knee into your chest. Inhale. Still maintaining that breath. Taking 4 more here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On the exhale, slowly releasing that left knee. Uncrossing, drawing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs, flexing through your feet. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On that next inhale, release that right leg onto your mat, foot, taking that left and crossing it over that right knee, creating that figure 4, and then inhale, rising up, clasping onto that right knee behind it. You can always grab onto the shin too as well, whatever feels good to you and your body. And then on that exhale, draw that knee into your chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Still maintain the pattern of your breath. 4 more here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. On that exhale, releasing that clasp behind that right knee, drawing that left off that knee and drawing your knees into your chest, flex your feet, wrapping your arms around your legs. And just taking 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to keep that right knee into your chest, releasing that left leg out in front of you, sorry. Maybe you keep that into your chest, maybe bring that knee on the outside, get it into your right armpit, not forcing anything. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keeping that breath and take 3 more here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. 1, last deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, drawing that knee back at the center of your chest, taking peace fingers around your big toe, maybe extending through that right leg, and then exhale it out to the side. Again, only going as far as your body will allow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Taking 1 last deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, bending that knee, drawing it back into your heart center. Drawing that left leg to meet your right, coming to that tabletop, palms out to the side, facing up. And then exhale those knees over to that left side, not allowing that right shoulder blade to come up, just simply twisting from your waist. Maybe closing your eyes here, taking that gaze over to your right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Taking 2 more breaths here. 1 last deep inhale. On that exhale, take your head to gaze back to the center. Always protect your spine. Drawing those knees back into your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs, flexing through your feet. Create that ball of energy. Inhale, point those toes all the way out like you're pushing on a gas pedal. Plantar flexion. Exhale, back up, dorsiflex, take it in the opposite direction, push to those heels. Inhale, point those toes all the way up. Exhale, back up. 1 more time, inhale, point those toes all the way out. And then exhale, back up. Inhale, releasing releasing that right leg out in front of you. Keeping that left knee to your chest. Stay here, taking that left knee out to the side, get it into that armpit, or stay right where you were. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Taking 3 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 last deep inhale and exhale. On that exhale, draw that left knee back to the center of your chest, having that right meet your left, and that tabletop palms are out to the side, facing up. And then on that exhale, you take those knees over to your right side. Twist from your waist, try not to let that left shoulder blade come up. Maybe take those knees to a block. And then possibly close your eyes here as you take your gaze over to your left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Taking 2 more breaths here. One last deep inhale and exhale. Inhale your head, your gaze back to the center first. Draw your knees back to your chest. Flex through your feet, wrap your arms around your legs, creating your ball of energy. On your next inhale, we're going to reach to those toes. Your fingertips hover over your mat like a starfish. Exhale back into your ball of energy, forehead to your knees, wrap your arms around your legs, flex through your feet. Inhale all the way out, reach and lengthen. Exhale back into your ball of energy. Inhale all the way out. Exhale back into your ball of energy. Inhale all the way out, palms are facing up. And then exhale, release, melt into your mat. Vrkshabhasana. When you come to whatever breath's natural to you, let your feet fall to the side. And just appreciate what you just asked your body to. Stay here. Or come to that fetal position either side. Using that opposite arm as a pillow, drawing your knees to your chest. Staying here. Or meeting me at the top of your mat. Taking your palms to your heart center. May the space where you want to be and where you are inspire you, not frustrate you. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in every single one of you. And I humbly appreciate you letting me guide you in your practice. Namaste.